Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, I just wanted to do a quick video on the Mustang. I'm just going through and I'm doing a hand polish. I don't have a polisher. I've never done it before, so I was a little, I guess, scared to, make that investment to get a polisher. After doing this hand polishing, I probably will go ahead and get like an orbital polisher, one that you can't really burn up the paint within reason. But I watched a couple videos on hand polishing, and obviously I have a black car, so I bought this car back in October. It's November now. I've only had it a month, so I'm just kind of going through and cleaning it up and making it look better. I've got about all the car done except for this driver's door area and the back corner panel and a little bit of the roof. So I'm not going to go through the whole video and show you every step, but I'll just kind of break it down to how I do it step by step, and I'll kind of show you a little before and after. Now, just fair warning, this is not going to get rid of every scratch on the car. It just won't. I mean, it just doesn't. To me, this is just it gets rid of the minor, like you're washing swirl marks, stuff like that. And it doesn't even get all them out, but it doesn't get them all out, but yet at the same time, it makes it look a lot better. A lot better. I've noticed a big difference, especially in this garage when I pull this car in after I first got it. Outside, you can't really notice swirl marks, and unless it's a big scratch, you notice that. But when you pull it in here under these lights, these fluorescent or LED lights or whatever, holy smokes, everything shows. I mean, everything. This car looks, like, it looks bad. But this polishing has even made it look, to me, it looks 10 times better than what it did in the light before I polished it. So to me, it's worth doing, and it really looks good when you get it outside, where it doesn't really, I guess the light's better or something. It makes it look better. But so that's what we're doing. To me, it makes me feel better doing it. So, and you, if you're thinking about, polishing or whatever, it's a lot of work. I mean, I'm just coming out here basically doing a panel and a half a night, just taking my time doing it. But, I keep my car in the garage and it's clean. I just dust it off and I clean the surface before I start. Then I do a clay bar. And then I do a compound. I do 2 coats of the compound and then 2 coats of polish. And then I put a wax on after. And I've done that pretty much to the whole car except for what I said I hadn't got done yet. So I'll kind of show you what I'm doing, a little before and after, and you can see the results for yourself. But like I said, it does not take everything off, but it does make it look better. If you got $200 to take it to somebody to polish it with a machine and probably a professional, it would probably be worth it. But, I'm just making it a little bit better. I might do that later, I don't know. But for me, for right now, it works pretty good and I'm happy with it. So I'll kind of show you. This is a good area right here. You can see a bunch of scratches. It looks like just from washing all down through here. And we'll polish this and I'll show you a little before and after and kind of what I do. So let's get started. Okay, so this is going to be a before, and this camera really shows everything too, but you can see all these little scratches. You come up through here, see them? Right in through there, just the scratches. You get a better light, it really, you don't see this when it's outside in the sunlight, but in here, this fluorescent light, it's really scratched up. But we're gonna make that better, so keep this in mind and we'll show you the after when we're done. Okay, so we got, like I said, if you're going to do this from scratch, make sure your vehicle's washed and cleaned. dry it off. Don't do this out in the sun. Do it in the shade, or if you got a garage, do it in the garage. So I always prep my surface, make sure it's clean, dust-free, debris-free before you clay bar. A clay bar, now this is the first time I've ever done this clay bar, but it's pretty cool. It's amazing how much dirt and grime it gets off your painted surface. But after you get everything clean, use a detailer spray, or I mean, they've even got clay bar lubricant spray. You can use soap and water, it's fine. But usually get a big bar. I've been using this one. I usually break off a piece. You don't want to use the whole clay bar, just in case you drop it, because once you drop it, it's useless. It'll pick up a bunch of dirt and stuff, and you'll just be rubbing scratches into your paint. So you don't want to do that. So what I do is I spray the area I'm going to clay bar. And we're just going to do this top rail for this video. What I'm going to polish tonight. And then you can even spray your clay bar. And you just hold it. And you want to do like a left to right motion. And this is a skinny area, so it's kind of hard to do, but if you were doing the hood and stuff, you would do a left to right and then an up and down. But you can actually feel the clay bar picking up stuff. Now when you go over like rock chips and stuff like that, you'll feel that too, and you're not going to be able to get that out. But so we do the left to right, and just make sure if it's not lubricated, it'll be hard to move it back and forth. So if you need to spray it or spray the surface where you're going, you can do that. But keep this lubricated and nice and smooth running along your surface. And then if you want to switch up your surface, if you go a while, I mean, you can see how much dirt that's picked up already. Just basically above the door rail. And it's picked up that much. But what you do here is save your clay bar, is you can fold this over, fold your dirt inside, and spread it back out with your fingers, and then you've got a clean surface again. So just wherever you left off, just kind of rub it on, do your left to right, and you can even hear it picking up stuff. It really has amazed me how much dirt it picks up. Now when you get your surface clean to where you want to polish, now we got to go up and down just to pick up, go against the grain, or however you want to look at it, to get just a little bit more, just to make sure. And all this is doing is picking up that debris, so when you polish, you don't scratch your surface anymore. But just kind of keep track of where you've been, where you're going. And just make sure this is nice and clean. When you're doing this, you need well, not a lot, but you need good, clean microfiber towels or good, clean towels when you're doing this. Look how much look how much that's done just in that little bit of an area. That's crazy. So we got that. So after that, you're done. That's junk. Throw it away. So then we wipe our surface off. We are ready to polish. Like I said, I'm not going to bore you with me talking the whole time while I'm polishing, but I guess I'll leave the camera rolling. You can see me adding stuff on. And I'm sure you can do, I'm doing 2 coats. I'll do a coat of compound, wipe it off, do another coat of compound, wipe it off. Then I'll go to the polish, do a coat of polish, wipe it off, another coat of polish, wipe it off, and wax, and I'm done. Now I guess I could do more coats of compound or more coats of polish, but you gotta kind of watch, you don't want to eat through all your clear coat. Like I said, I'm not an expert or anything, I'm just erring on the side of caution. You don't want to ruin your surface, make it worse than having scratches on it. So now that the surface I want to polish is clean, I can get my polish out and start applying it. Oh, and don't use the same rag for each step. When I wipe it down, I use a separate rag. When I'm clay barring, I use a separate rag. When I compound, I use a separate rag. When I'm polishing, I use a separate rag. And when I wax, I use a wax on rag and a wax off clean towel. Keep everything separate. That keeps any possible contaminants or hardened, you know, after a while this stuff dries, it gets hard, you know, that could cause scratches. Just use separate towels. Like I said, you need a lot of towels. So I bought these little cheap microfiber, I don't know what you can call them, pads. I bought them at Walmart, 2 for $3. That's what I've been using. And then microfiber towel to wipe off. Have your towel with you because this stuff dries fast and you want to get it off your surface before it dries, or else it's a pain to get off. So what I'm using is Meguiar's Ultimate Compound. I'm not affiliated with Meguiar's or anything. It's just what I'm using. So we shake it up. It doesn't take a lot to go a long way. A couple little dots on my rag, and then I just kind of spread it out. And then circular motions. And don't dig into it, just kind of mild pressure. And this is the compound. This is supposed to kind of dig in a little bit to get some of them swirls and scratches out. So it's done. Wipe off. It's amazing how quick this stuff dries. There. Second coat. Another little dab, spread it out. Circular motion. Be a little bit more aggressive with the second coat of compound. Make sure you work it in good. And I'm not digging into it hard, but I'm firm with it. You can tell it's already starting to dry, so you don't want it to dry. It's a pain to get it off. And after the compound, it almost looks, it's not shiny, it's kind of a, not a haze, but it's a dull look, what it leaves. So like right now I can still see scratches, but it looks better. It's not as bad. Not ready for polish. There's Ultimate Polish. It's just what I'm using. I'm not affiliated with them, not endorsed or anything like that. It's just what I'm using. You can find this stuff at a local auto parts store. A little dab of polish. Spread it around. Same thing, circular motion. Just kind of light circles. Your arm gets tired. Gonna switch up. Wipe it off. Already looking better. Second coat of polish. Your final coat, you want to use a wax, because right now everything's, you know, it's, you've compounded, you've polished, but everything's still exposed, so you want to add a good kind of sealant and protectant That's where your wax comes in. Wax. I love waxing a vehicle. And let your wax dry. Wipe it off and you're done. Okay, as you can see, the after, a lot less scratches. Like I said, you can still see some, they're there. It's not perfect, but man, it did a lot better. They're just not so bluntly obvious when you look at it, especially in this light. This light just magnifies everything, but it takes some of them out. But like I said, not all of them. Can't get them all. Just looks so much better. I mean, look where I stopped to where I still got to do it. I mean, that's a good reference right there. And that's not really the light. There's a little bit of haze. I got some wax on it still, but look at that difference. It makes a difference. So, polish your car. It makes a difference. At the end of the video, I've still got more polishing to do, but I just wanted to show you guys real quick how I do it. Works for me. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you could see some results. Like I said, it's not going to get you perfect results, but it does make a difference. And it really makes a difference when you take it outside in the sun. This thing really shines nice. So, hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Share this with your friends. Anybody's got cars, stuff like that. And stay tuned. We're going to be doing some more videos on this car. We're going to do an install of these. I got new mirrors. We're going to do a complete change out, put new in. My passenger side one got dinged up right here pretty bad, the cover. And instead of just getting a new cover that you got to paint and do all that, I got 2 new mirrors for what it cost me to get that done. So I'm just going to swap the mirrors out. And then we're going to do some underneath work. I want to change out the rear axle gear oil and my transmission fluid. Like I said, I just bought this car, so I want to know what fluids are in it. So we're going to start with that. This has got high mileage, so I'll take care of her, get some mileage in it. That way I can track when stuff needs changed, stuff like that. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.